voice is going to go. You and me, all years of no one knows. I love this song. I love The Cure.
Oh.
Miss you, kiss you, love cats.
Who's the lead singer of The Cure?
Didn't we already have this conversation the other day and I stuffed it up?
Oh, yeah. What's his name, Smith? Is it someone Smith?
Can't remember.
Oh,
Some of my friends from school will kill me because
Yeah.
at school we wore our Doc Martens and danced around to
Yeah.
The Cure.
I always thought that if that lead singer, if that was The Cure, then I wondered what the disease was, because it must be pretty bad.
You're hilarious.
Robert Smith.
Robert Smith, that's
Coming
right.
at
Yes thing, it's a perfect dream. Anyway, you're probably not here to
Okay,
listen to
that's
me
enough, yeah.
sing,
Okay.
especially because of my voice tonight.
Yep, Kim has no voice, so too much yelling the other day, so at me.
No.
No, thank goodness. Welcome, it's Monday night, and that means it is Kim's Top 5. And tonight it's a special one. We're doing Kim's Top 5 for your kit. So I'm assuming that's going to be the top 5
your
oils that you would have in your kit.
Cat.
What?
Cat.
Your cat?
Did you really not hear me?
I thought you said it was in your kit.
Cat.
Kitty.
Cat. Cat.
Oh, well that changes everything. That explains the music. I thought that was a bit off the wall, but...
No, that's Love Cat by The Cure.
Yeah, but I don't.
He's allergic to them, he hates
I'm
them.
allergic to cat. Well, there's a question for you. Welcome to Kim's Top 5. Here's one to put down below in the comments. Are you a dog person or a cat person? Can you guess which I am?
Obviously a dog.
Woof.
Me and my girls love cats. The girls have a cat called Tiger.
They do. And it's, yeah.
Oh, you know what we should have done? We should have got that cat at the front door and sat that up here.
We could. Do you want me to go and grab it?
No,
Okay.
it's a bit late now. We should have thought of it
Yeah,
earlier.
but that was a good thinking. So, no, tonight, all joking aside, there won't be any more joking. Kim's Top 5 for cats. Why did you pick cats?
Because you know what? One of the most... After oils for babies and pregnancy, probably the next thing I get asked for is, can I use oils if I have a cat?
Yep.
Because people go online and they Google essential oils in cats and it says, no, don't use it. It'll kill them.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what it says.
Is that why you use them with cats?
Well, I'm sure that's why you would use them with cats.
Oh, look, I don't hate cats. I was actually thinking, I'm just going to straighten this up because I feel like we're just falling over to one side.
So,
Anyway, yeah.
I'll keep talking,
Yeah,
even with my husky voice.
it's sexy.
So it is one of the questions I get asked a lot. Can you use essential oils with cats? Because people go online, they do a bit of Googling, and they find out that oils like tea tree can kill cats.
Yep.
And so then they get worried and they go, oh no, I've been diffusing all my oils and I've got a house full of cats and are they going to die? And I say, well, are you using Young Living?
Yeah.
That's probably one of the first questions. So,
So why does that make a difference? Because I mean, surely the more concentrated the oil, the worse for cats, isn't it?
so the thing is, cats have this really unique, well, they're unique anyway. I mean, we all know that cats are a law unto themselves. I mean, my cat, she was always, like, I had a cat for 17 years, okay? I absolutely loved her name was Misty, and she was an inside cat because I lived in the bush and I didn't want her to go outside and kill any animals, so she was always an inside cat. She was always around essential oils. We diffused oils all the time. But the thing with cats is that they have a really different liver system. They're actually have this what we call deficient P450 cytochrome, okay? So it's kind of like this deficiency that doesn't allow their liver to break down metabolites such as drugs, synthetics, pharmaceuticals, things like that.
Yep.
It's why, cats you can't use aspirin or anything like that with, because methyl salicylate is really quite potent for cats, okay? Because their livers just can't break it down. They can't deal with the methyl salicylate. So one of the oils that you need to...
Wintergreen.
That's right. One of the oils that you need to be really, really careful with around cats is wintergreen.
Yeah.
And any of the oil blends that contain wintergreen, so like Panaway and stuff. So that's, I guess, one of the top tips. The next one is that because of this deficiency, their liver also can't break down essential oils that are high in phenols. Do you know any oils that are high in phenols?
Oh, No, I don't.
Okay, so it's your hot oils.
Oh, okay. So are we talking like nutmeg?
Not so much
Oh,
nutmeg, but what
basil?
some of the basil is
Basil?
one, yes.
Okay.
Some of the oils that are in the raindrop. So
Okay.
your oregano,
Oh, yeah.
your thyme, basil, clove, mountain savoury, Laurus nobilis. I don't know if you guys know that Laurus nobilis is actually bay. So
Bay
the
leaf.
bay leaf,
Bay
yeah.
leaf, yeah.
So
So anything you can make a pizza out of, don't put it near your cat.
yeah. Cinnamon bark.
Yeah.
We don't use cinnamon bark around cat. Like, you know, well, these are all extreme caution, right? So it's not typically ones that you would use around a cat. And the other one is, of course, the tea tree that I mentioned before, Melaleuca alternifolia. So, and also Melaleuca cornervia. Any of the Melaleuca family, they're all quite high in phenols as well. So, as a general rule, we stay away from those oils around cats. Now,
Well, so when you say stay away though, like we're not talking about putting those oils on your cat though, are we? But is it worse than that? Like, how much do we need to avoid it with our cats?
okay, so mostly I'm talking about actually applying those oils to your cat.
Yep.
But if you
Okay.
invest in a really good animal desk reference, like an animal reference book, you'll probably find out that you can even do kitty raindrop. And the kitty raindrop even includes oregano and thyme in your kitty raindrop. But the thing is that when you're doing it, you have to mix it up exactly as the instructions suggest, which is to really dilute the essential oils, okay? So if you are going to use oils high in phenols on your cat, it needs to be for a particular, you know, health challenge or something like that. It's not something that you would just go out and I'm going to experiment on my cat and do kitty raindrop. So because you need to really dilute those oils and follow the recipe exactly. Other than that, we're not in the business of really putting those oils onto a cat unless they really needed them. And I mean, when the best way to use oils around cats is to diffuse them, because the thing is, if you're diffusing an oil around a cat and the cat doesn't actually like that oil, they'll move away, right? So have a window open that air can get in. Have doors, you know, if your cat goes outside, obviously doors to outside, but even doors to another room so they can go into another room. If you notice your cat starts to drool or runs away from an oil that's diffusing or hides under a bed, which is out of the ordinary for it, then you will, you know, it's sort of an idea that your cat is not having a good reaction to that essential oil, and you should choose a different one to diffuse.
Because the worst case scenario is they can get a bit wonky on their feet, can't they? That's another symptom.
Yeah.
Okay.
So diffusing oils is a safer way to use oils around cats rather than actually applying them. Another great way to use oils around cats is to actually put them in the kitty litter. So what you do is you get a cup of bicarb soda and start off with 1 drop of essential oil, okay? Now I'm going to tell you some essential oils that are really quite okay to use with cats. So I would choose those oils first, okay? So 1 to 3 drops, but start off with 1 drop, okay? To see whether your cat actually even likes this. Mix up 1 cup of bicarb soda with 1 drop of essential oil. Mix it up really, really well. Shake it in the jar or container or whatever you've got, and then just sprinkle a little bit over the top of the kitty litter. Makes the kitty litter smell really nice and helps with some of those aromas. But the thing is, when the cat scratches in the kitty litter, they actually absorb some of that essential oil. But it's in a minute dilution, okay?
Yeah.
Because with cats, we need to dilute. Basically, with cats, we dilute at a rate of 90%. So that means for every 10 drops of carrier oil, it'll be every 10 drops. You're going to have 9 drops of carrier oil and 1 drop of essential oil, okay? So it needs to be really diluted. Boy, my voice sounds terrible. I can hear myself and I'm going,
You're doing good.
So yeah, kitty litter aroma is a great way to get your cat used to oils. In humans, we often say, put oils on the bottoms of the feet. With cats, I prefer to pat the cat, so to put the oil diluted on my hands and then pat my cat rather than on their feet. Obviously, they lick their feet a lot, and they'll over lick if you've put a lot of oil on the bottoms of their feet. And the other thing is that they tend, because of their inability to break down some substances, often cats will absorb synthetic things through their feet, And sometimes they can have a detox reaction to an essential oil on the pads on their feet because of other things they might have come in contact with their feet, and then the oil comes in contact with that.
Yep.
And so as a general rule,
Yep.
I mean, obviously in the kitty litter aroma, it's very, very diluted because 1 drop in a cup of bicarb soda, but you want to make sure that you're patting the cat with diluted oil.
And that sort of takes us back I mean, we've talked about this before, but the stuff that we put on our floors, if we have pets, then that stuff gets directly absorbed by pores, doesn't it? So
and
it's the same as with our kids if they're playing on the floor or whatever. So, it's a great argument for using thieves and that kind of stuff and getting rid of the toxic chemicals.
And one of the questions I often get asked, and this is about babies and kids as well, because everyone knows that I say no eucalyptus or peppermint with babies, and obviously I'm saying no clove generally with cats, and obviously clove is in thieves. So can you use thieves cleaner around cats? And I say yes, because you know what? The amount of clove oil that is actually in by the time it's already been diluted when it's been made into the Thieves household cleaner, and you're only using 10 mils of the household cleaner in 300 mils of spray bottle, or washing your floor, or you might have used a litre of water with a cat full. It's minute amounts, okay? It's going to be diluted enough that it's going to be okay for your cat. It's really, really good to use for your cat, even when cleaning out the litter box with the Thieves household cleaner. It helps get rid of the odours and all that kind of stuff. But best of all, like your cats, seriously, they're so susceptible to toxins and synthetic things because of this liver stuff that they've got going on and their inability to break down all those chemicals. So Thieves
they're very
cleaner.
delicate, aren't they?
Be
cats?
green. Go green in your home. Seriously, get some Thieves household cleaner if you've got cats, dogs, any kind of animals. Even cleaning out your bird cage. Yeah. Washing horses, and I have a whole workshop on equine natural therapy.
If you've got llamas in your house.
Well, Jenny has alpacas, so
alpacas in your house.
But I guess I just want to get back to the fact that you need to use good quality essential oils. I only use Young Living essential oils around a cat because I know that they have been. I've been to the farms. I've absolutely seen how good a quality these oils are. And I personally have used them on my own cat. And for years and years, like, as I said, my cat lived till she was 17. And we probably used them for, 6 years or something around my cat of those 17 years.
Wow.
So,
Now
she had a good living, a good life.
Now she's in cat heaven.
Yes.
If you believe in that.
That's right. The girls think she's in some cardboard box in the ground, but they were very disappointed, very sad. So, but they have a new cat now, Tiger. So all's good in their world.
Yep.
Anyway, so let's talk about my
let's
top 5 because I've talked too much about other stuff. Okay, so number 5 is I'm just flicking off messages. Oops, here. So number 5, because of I talked about the importance of dilution. I'm doing it.
Sorry.
Number 5 is V6 oil, okay? So you need to use a good quality carrier oil to dilute your essential oils in, right? Remember I said before about a 90% dilution. So therefore, 1 drop of essential oils to 9 drops of carrier oil, okay? And if you're going to be making it up in bigger lots, but make sure that it's really heavily diluted before you apply it to a pet. Okay.
And what's the benefit of V6? Because there's lots of oils that you can use to dilute essential oils, but why V6?
Once again, I know that it's pure.
Yep.
Okay. Some carrier oils aren't necessarily pure.
They could even be synthetic, I'm guessing.
Yeah. And so I like V6. I think V6 is really nourishing to the skin. It's not greasy, so coconut oil and things like that are a little bit too greasy to apply to your cat. And it's got 7 great essential oils in it, 7 great carrier oils, in the oil. So, all right, so let's talk about.
So that's number
1.
That was number
I went
1.
backwards today, okay? Because I can't stress enough the importance of dilution. So that's why that's number 1, okay? Because I wanted to talk about that first, okay? Then we go, the other thing you can do to dilute it with a cat is actually to use the Animal Sense ointment. I didn't have any of that, but I gave it to someone who wanted to use it on their knees and their elbows and their feet. Yeah, it's great for that. It's so nourishing.
Oh.
So your elbow, anywhere where your skin's dry, it's great. Animal Sense ointment, but it is, and it's a good way to dilute oils as well. Okay, so number 4 is frankincense. Okay, because you can't use oils that are high in phenols around cats. Well, I try to steer away from them unless they really need them. To help cats, in winter or with breathing, I use frankincense. I also use it for all skin stuff. Okay, so breathing and skin, frankincense is a great oil. All right, another really good skin oil is lavender. Okay, so if your cat's got some dry skin, lavender with the V6. But best of all, it's great for skitty cats. So if you've got
For what?
skitty cats, like if your cat is a bit skittish,
Okay.
or around storms, or say you're even going to move the cat and you have to take him to the vets or put him in the car or whatever, then using some lavender around them is great.
So my friends Chris and Gail, I sent them some lavender. Hey guys, if you're watching this, they use it on their young kitten for exactly that. It helps it get to sleep at night, and it's saving them a whole
It's the
lot.
same.
It works for us too.
Yeah,
So,
you just have to look at the reasons we use these
Yeah.
oils, and our pets can benefit from them exactly the same.
Okay, so we've got frankincense at number 2 and lavender at number 3. Number 4, something a little more exotic.
Okay, it's helichrysum, right? Basically, I use helichrysum for any trauma.
Yeah.
I'm applying to the cat if the cat's been,
Yeah.
in a fight, anything that has experienced some trauma, then I'm going to use helichrysum.
Yeah.
Okay?
If I come face to face with a cat, straight to the helichrysum.
You probably need
For
helichrysum.
me. Yeah.
I also
And the
use
cat.
helichrysum on cats because I don't use Panaway, okay? Because Panaway has wintergreen in it, and I talked before about the methyl salicylate that's in wintergreen. I don't use that on cats, so instead I'm going to reach for the helichrysum, right? So anything I would have used Panaway for, you can substitute helichrysum, okay?
And that just leaves,
Number 5 is Copaiba, right? So once again, Copaiba I use instead of Panaway, but particularly good with older cats, okay? So as your cats get older, and especially in winter when they get stiffer and all that kind of stuff, using a little bit of Copaiba to massage their legs and their back and all that kind of stuff is really, really nice. Putting Copaiba and lavender, like I mentioned before about the kitty aroma stuff, putting some drops of that in bicarb soda and sprinkling in, they're absorbing that by using their kitty litter. So anyway, so that's my top 5.
You did really well.
With no
Considering-
voice.
With no voice. So I only ever have a top 1. But I actually wanted to introduce a new product that Young Living is bringing out in the very near future in their pet range. I'm excited. Are you excited about it?
I'm a little bit scared because we never ever talk about what you're going to do. And I was telling Danae earlier today that I was quite scared about how you were going to talk about
What?
Shutran and pussies.
I told you I wasn't going to go there, but no, you went there. Look, here, just have a go at that.
Meow, meow.
So,
So sad.
yeah, see,
Hurry up.
yeah. So, my number 1. Normally, I would talk about Shutran, which is great, but it's just not appropriate for today. But the new product which Young Living are bringing out, I'm excited about. They've asked me to trial this, and I'm giving it a go. I love it.
What does it say? Meowtran for Toms who want more.
And the question is, what do they want more of?
I'm embarrassed. We'll have to send that to product support. We've got a new suggestion for your animal range, Meowtran.
Mike Book, we need to work on this together.
You and Mike Book, we're like this.
We are like that. He's
Yeah.
such a good guy. They're always bringing out new products. Thank you so much for spending your Monday night being with us. Consider Kim. She's done really well tonight with no voice. We'll have to rub. What can we rub?
There's
on?
an oil for that. But
There's
anyway,
an oil
we'll
for
do
it.
that another night.
Okay, cool. And give us some comments below. We always love to know what you think. We read all the comments. We answer all the comments. So if you have any comments or questions, let us know down below, and we will see you next week. See you guys.
Hi guys.